What's up, y'all? Exodus 1, aka Indigo Sky, aka Trigger Ranking. I want y'all to like, subscribe, share, definitely hit notification bell. Y'all like to follow me on any other platforms, everything at the top of the description. If you like to support the channel, cash apps in the description of this video. With that being said, let's get this show on the result. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Get a little song going in there. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get to the good music. Gotta get to the good music, Bridget. Hold on. Hold on. Gotta get to the good music, man. Some of the good music. Good thing, Bridget.
Didn't you know because of your credit? Well, here at Sports and Imports Autos, we specialize turning no into yes. Sports and Imports is a buy here, pay here that's been serving the Metro Atlanta community for over 20 years. With four
Looking out across the nighttime, city waits, sleep inside. Hear her voice, shake my window, sweet seducing sighs. Get me out into the nighttime. For walls won't hold me tonight. If this town is just an apple, then let me take a bite. Then they say why? Tell them that it's human nature. Why does it do me that way? I say why? Tell them that it's human nature. Why does it do me that way? Reaching out to touch a stranger. Ooh, electric eyes are everywhere. See that girl? She knows I'm watching. She lies away.
What up? What up? Life choice Q U. What's up? What's up, man? Where you coming in from?
Does it do me that way? They say why? Tell them that it's human nature. Why?
chilling, man. Just chilling. Goddamn, you know. About to rap to some videos in a little bit, but I always start out with some music, man. You know, just to get the kinks out. Give y'all some time to come in, chill. That's it. Across the moon.
The city's high begins to be. It's in out.
I'll touch your shoulder.
The street.
What's up? What's up? Jesus Smith.
Fanaticz, real trap shit.
Alright, y'all, we about to. Let's see what we can get you. Hold on. We gotta find something to watch. Damn. So we about to look at Willie D live. I know y'all know the Carmelo Anthony thing is a big thing right now as far as us content creators are talking about. So we're gonna go for the update on the Willie D live joint talking about Carmelo Anthony.
Willie D live.
Say
What's
somebody
up,
say.
family?
Oh,
If you
hi.
look
What's up?
inside
Hi.
of the dictionary,
Hi.
for the words standing on business,
Hi.
you might see a picture of the guy that I'm about to show. Family, it's not the easiest thing to keep it real. You know, a lot of people say keep
We on the road to 4,000, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, we on the road to 4,000, man. I got 3 now. I just hit 3. We on the road to 4,000
Real,
subs, man.
They don't really mean it. They just talking, you know. In fact, most of the people,
And I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I got my subs organically. I ain't got no bots. I didn't pay nobody to add subscribers. I did this shit organically. Just me and YouTube. That's it.
in the world are fake as they come. There are way more fake people in the world than real people in the world. Most people in this world, as Kwame would say, are not Jose Velasquez. Man, check this dude out.
The Carmelo Anthony trial. Well, basically the altercation between him and Austin Metcalf. And the thing is this. All right.
Thank you for
For all
subbing.
you people that are getting on my video I made a few days ago, and you're basically saying Carmelo's guilty. And let's just say, for the most part, most of you motherfuckers are just some sick fucks. And you guys are either racist or just dumb as fuck. But I'm not gonna say 100%.
Favorite car?
I'm gonna say this. If you think this is what happened,
My favorite car would have to be Lamborghini Aventador. Lamborghini or the Rolls Royce truck. Or the Ghost.
that Austin up to Carmelo by himself and just was like, hey man, you gotta get up out of here. And just did that. And then Carmelo stabbed him. Yeah, it makes sense why you would think Carmelo should go down. If that's the only context you believe that happened, then yeah, it makes sense to you that, and then I would agree with you, damn, that's all that happened, he shouldn't have stabbed him. But that ain't what happened. And the fact that you're omitting everything else makes you a sick piece of shit. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you like this. All right, say this happened. Say me and any three motherfuckers that you know, yourself included, went to a bank. We all know each other. We go into a bank. And you have no clue what I'm doing. You just assume that what I'm about to do is just withdraw some money. And I decide, without letting you know, that I'm about to go open that bank. And then right when we all walk in, I say, I pull out a gun and I say, all right, everyone put your fucking hands up. I'm robbing this bitch. What are you doing? Think about that for a second. What are you going to do? Right?
I'm
Think
gonna
about
run.
that.
I'm gonna run.
Are you going to do this? One or two things. Are you going to stand there and be like, yeah, he's robbing this bitch? Or you're going to be like, what the hell, dude? Like, calm down. What are you doing? Think about how you would respond to that. All right? Now, let's say you go with the first route, where you sit there and you go, try to puff up your chest like you tough as fuck, right? The cops come barreling in there. Are they going to think you are part of the robbery? Or are they going to think that you had nothing to do with it? Now keep that in your mind for a second, 'cause I'm about to break it down to you. All right. Because then I made it, in that first video I made, I said that, and I'm saying this right now, the more I think about it, they should arrest Hunter Metcalf. All right? Because we know.
Damn.
Boom. They should arrest Hunter Metcalf.
Wow.
But that's too much like right. They're not going to do that. Hunter Metcalf. Why would he say that? I mean, Hunter is the grieving brother, the grieving twin brother. I mean, imagine you with this guy all the time. Y'all dress alike. Y'all came into the world seconds apart, maybe minutes apart. And he dies like a few steps away from you. And you provoked the altercation. That's right, I said it. There are a number of people who said that Hunter, Austin's twin brother, is the one who facilitated that altercation. He is the one that threw the first punch. Not shove, not push, punch. And it wasn't just a regular punch. They said he threw a haymaker. Yeah. But y'all don't want to know nothing about that. All you know is he killed him. 35 years. That's all you know, right? That's all you really care about, right? I got a question. I want you to think about this maybe before I let Jose jump back in. If Carmelo was white.
You see me now, you might think that I've always been lit and this job has been hitting like Mike in the 90s. I've always been shining and everything perfect.
Hey, that boy go hard though.
Would you still be outraged? See, that's the question y'all like to ask us when there's black on black death. Black on black murders, right? That's what you like to ask us. Would you still be outraged? Think about that for a moment.
We know for a fact Hunter had something to do with what happened between Austin and Carmelo. How do we know? When the shit first went down, what did Hunter say? We. He didn't say Austin. He didn't say I. He said we, meaning him and Austin, a couple other friends, were telling Carmelo what to do.
Are y'all paying attention? Hunter, Austin's twin brother, in his initial statement, said, we told him he said he said Austin. How convenient that he puts it on his dead brother. Austin said that he stepped out of it. Hunter, if he has any conscience, he is going to be hunted by this for the rest of his life. Knowing, imagine you did something
That got
to
your
cause your
brother to get killed.
to be killed.
Unalive.
If not for your actions, your brother and said, well, he didn't do that. He didn't try to stop it either. That's what he didn't try to stop it. He sees it's going on. A responsible person would say, hey, man, that ain't for us. Stop that, man. We don't do that. We're not doing that. Stop. Hey, Austin, you got too much to lose. Hey, man, we're already on suspension. Hey, man, they're already messing with us by messing with the girls. Hey, man, leave it alone, man. We done reached out bullying.
I like the way,
I
like the way Willie D slipped that in. They already messing with us for messing with the girls. He slipped that shit in there real quick. I like it though.
Hunter, at the very least, watched it happen.
They were telling Carmelo what to do. You can't omit that out of what you think how Carmelo's guilty. You can't omit that. You can't say that happened and then leave that out because Austin's the one that put his hands on Carmelo. You can't omit the fact that the rest of them were involved. Why can't you? Because in the state of fucking Texas, the multiple assailant, there is a fucking law. Multiple assailants are the equivalent of a weapon. So the fact, don't lose me here.
Okay, multiple assailants is equivalent of a weapon. Okay,
and they all were telling them what to do. All right, now think about that for a second. You have no right to say that. For one, Carmelo ain't gotta listen to a thing they fucking say.
So if that's the case, All-Star JR should get off. What's up, Alena Keypad, something like that. Alena, what's up?
He can say what the fuck he wants. He ain't gotta listen to what them motherfuckers say. If they tell him to move, he can decide to move, or he can just sit the fuck still. Your problem, that's how I know you got some sick fucks. Your first thought is to say this, that Carmelo was the provoker because all he had to do was move. Well, you know what the initial thought should have been? All they had to do is not fucking put their hands on him and tell him what to do. That's all they had to do. All they had to do was go run and tell the coach. But they didn't. They decided that they were the authority and they owned his black body. That's what they acted like. They owned his body and they get to tell it where to be. No, they don't. All right. So who are you to say that Carmelo, sitting down, who never got up, has to look up at Austin because you think it was only Austin involved. But like I said, Hunter already admitted that he was involved too. You think Austin or Carmelo's gonna look up at Austin and then see his twin brother and think to himself, all right, if this turns into a fight, I'm sure the guy that looks exactly like him is not gonna help him. And I'm sure the other two dudes are not gonna help him. So he had every reasonable feeling to believe, all right, they're against me. They are against me. So at the point he had that feeling, and then it escalated from them telling him what to do to one of the attackers putting their hands on him. That's multiple assailants, you stupid fucks. The moment that happened, you can't just omit that. Because
well, actually, they can and they did because they always moved the goalpost to exactly where they needed to be at so that they can score. Hey, isn't that interesting how that happens? Yeah, fam. There's a whole lot of folks out there who try to control black bodies. It's like Jose said, you can't tell that man what the fuck to sit. You ain't what did he say? You ain't the boss of his body.
Yep.
Y'all better cut that shit out thinking you can tell people where they need to be at, where they should be, where they shouldn't be.
That's true though.
Self-deputizing. And it seems like to me, quite frequently, you only really do it to black folks. Because I have yet to see a slew, even just a small amount of clips, video clips, anything viral of white folks telling white folks where to be, where they need to be at, and get away, and you don't live around here. Yeah, I don't hear that. I don't hear them doing that to other people. So when you say, you know, making it about race, they make it about race all the time. It starts off with race, which I do not understand. I just can't get it. So, because for me, it's all about what type of person you are, man. It's about what type of person you are. And I'm gonna tell you something, fam. I've been burned by black folks. I've been burned by white folks. I've been burned by Latinos. And I've been burned by Asians. I got a bad experience with everybody, at least once. But it didn't make me hate everybody. You dig what I'm saying? So that just goes to show me that a lot of y'all was raised to hate. A lot of y'all, yeah, you was raised like that. Because I wasn't. When I would watch television and my mama would see white folks on TV, she never identified white folks as hunky or cracker or any of those disparaging words. She always said, white man, white woman, white boy, white girl, white people.
What's really behind the affordability crisis? That's the question. Visit our website, take our eye-opening quiz for your chance to be selected.
But some of y'all, when y'all watch television, and y'all saw a black person on television growing up, your parents said, hey, look at that. Yeah. You know how I know? I used to work for a guy named Terry Sizemore at the Houston Chronicle. And he slipped up and said the N-word one day, and I checked him about it. I was about to mollywop him. I was about to drag the hell out of him. But I caught myself. And I just asked him, what made him think that was cool? And he told me, well, I used to watch television growing up. My mom and dad would see somebody black on television and they just say, hey. And I just grew up saying it, but I'm not racist though. I'm not racist. Because I said that, I'm not racist. Some people think that they're not racist because they don't actively get in the way of black progress.
I don't know. I mean, I can say, I think it's a lot of different nationalities that have racism. And it's even, I think it's black people that are racist towards white people. I mean, now, the demographic of why they should be racist, I can't fault them for that. I'll say that part.
They think they're not racist because they don't ride around on the back of a pickup trying to harm black people. But like Terry Sizemore, they will limit your opportunities if they have.
Limit your opportunities. Places like New York, California, they racist, but they're more overt with it. Like, you might pay more for an apartment than someone else. You might pay more for a car, or it might be harder for you to get a car than a person of the fair side skin color.
Some type of authority over you. If they're your manager and they're the route manager, they can let you out into distressed neighborhoods where people have a bad experience with receiving the paper, right? And then they can let you out in brand new neighborhoods where everybody wants the paper. Yeah.
You can look at the law. One of of them has to attack them. Not all of them, just one. Once one of them does, and they were all involved, they're accomplices. The same way you're in that bank, if you're standing with your chest puffed out, and you ain't trying to stop it, right? And even if you ain't trying to stop it, you ain't letting it be known, look, I ain't got nothing to do with this shit. They didn't do that. They didn't say, yo, Hunter, what are you doing? Or Austin, what are you doing, dude? Just calm down. They didn't do that. They stayed there in an aggressive nature, showing Carmelo, we are in solidarity with this boy. We are against you. The fact that they did that makes them all accomplices. That's why it's a big deal. It doesn't matter if they all put their hands on him. One of them did. One of them did, and they were standing there trying to intimidate Carmelo. That makes them multiple assailants. So the fact that that was happening, you can't omit that. And the fact that you are makes you either racist or you're a dumb piece of shit.
This is crazy, bro. This is a tragic case. This is going to change the legal system. This is going to change the legal system. Like, I don't know if it's going to change it for the good or the bad, but if they don't fix this shit, and if they don't go back and make this right, this is going to change the whole legal system in the whole country forever.
I ain't got no problem with that. Jose, salute, man, salute. Yeah. I do want to clarify something, though. So, multiple unarmed assailants do not legally equal a deadly weapon. However, follow me now, legally being attacked by a group is generally recognized as a disparity of force. This means a group attack can justify your use of proportionate lethal force in self-defense if you reasonably fear death or serious bodily injury. And this is the talking point that everybody is making, well, not everybody, but a lot of people is making about the Carmelo Anthony case. Why didn't he testify? Because nobody knows if he reasonably feared for his life or serious bodily injury, because we did not hear him say that. So, but at the end of the day, that's cool to have on record, but I don't care what was said, fam. They had made their mind, the jury made their mind up before they were even selected. Before they even got a letter saying that they were required to come to jury duty. They already had their minds made up. The judge had his mind made up. The defense had his mind made up. And the prosecutor had his mind made up. Carmelo Anthony was railroaded. And I know some of you don't give a damn about that. Because, as Jose said, you're either racist
or you're
a piece of shit.
Stupid piece of shit.
No more talk.
Something about more TDE allegations just hit the timeline. Let's see what's going on.
More TDE allegations are surfacing after
we are reacting to Poetic Flacco.
Jean Paul exposed the fact that Kendrick Lamar paid the artists on GNX $10,000 and kept all their royalties, even though these songs are massive hits. They've won Grammys, they've gone multi-platinum already. These artists would never enjoy the benefit of being on multi-platinum, Grammy-nominated, Grammy-winning songs, but they got $10,000 for all their work. And people thought that was wrong. Well, people are now surfacing more allegations of TDE being predatory and taking advantage of creators. This producer named Rojit, who has apparently worked for both Drake and Kendrick Lamar, was doing an interview, and during this interview, he talked about working with Kendrick Lamar on To Pimp a Butterfly and how the business was a little funny, right? Which is like drastic experiences between working with Drake and working with Kendrick Lamar. And he would also say he felt like he was taken advantage of due to his inexperience.
We went to this guy's studio for a few weeks in LA, and we were making like these crazy, like kind of acid jazz, really like experimental records. And we were like, okay, cool. Like we did that. We were there for 2 weeks. We made some beats. We run into the guy at a show, and he's like, yo, I gotta pay you guys for that session. And we didn't know, like at the time, like I said, I didn't know about publishing. I didn't know about producer. I didn't know about anything. Just like, how do you get paid? But I was like, oh, this is how we get paid. You run into the guy and he wants to pay you. So he invites us back to the studio and basically has us, you know, he's like, this is for all the beats we made for my project. He's like, well, we're gonna have you sign this thing. And the paper says something along the lines of like, you can't collect royalties, you can't collect publishing on these songs. And I'm like, these are weird ass beats anyway.
But as an indie, as independent, if you're not under a label, you're producing for someone. You don't sign that paperwork. You don't sign that, bro. That's something you don't sign.
These are like things that are never gonna be on the radio or whatever. And we were just like, cool. So he gave us like $2,000 cash each. And we were like, yo, we made it. You know what I mean? Like, yo, like look at this. Like we got like paid cash for beats. Like this is sick.
$2,000 in exchange for royalties is sickening, is crazy. And people, when they heard this, they automatically, they got on TDE's behind, bro. Somebody says, how do they keep getting away with this? It's crazy. Somebody says,
that's why it's called the music business. You gotta know, like, it ain't nothing wrong with being a great artist, breakout artist. There's nothing wrong with being a great artist. But it's something called the music business. You have to be able to put the two in different lanes. You know what I'm saying? It's different lanes. Music business, being an artist. And if you could, if you can merge the two and make them great, that's a good look. That's a great look.
They literally signed a no royalties contract. Somebody says this is not
no royalty contract. What?
New for TDE. Kendrick Lamar charged an artist $10K for a feature and then use Interscope to block their release. All they do is package trauma and scam. Somebody says if you thought Jay did foul-ish, wait till you see what Kendrick got cooked up. TDE.
Hey y'all, I'm about to pop out and pop back in, man. Y'all kick it to me in the Karma Cafe. I want y'all to like, subscribe, share. Definitely hit the notification bell if you'd like to support the channel. Cash App in the description. If you'd like to follow me on any other platforms, everything at the top of the YouTube. About to pop out and come back in. Peace of one.